guys. I know it's been a few weeks since I've done a video, and I apologize for that. I've not even got out of my PJs today. But I want to talk about the work involved in a garden. And it's not just the work out there in the garden, but once you harvest stuff, it's rotting. I mean, as soon as you pick it off the vine, the stuff starts to deteriorate, and it's a shame to have a bunch of stuff and just let it rot and throw it away or put it in a compost. But either way, it's a shame. So you've really got to be ready for. I know hunters a lot of times say the real work begins after the shot. With gardening, the real work begins after picking it. And I've spent all day today canning tomatoes, and I must admit these are not tomatoes that I grew. I bought some. A lot of the tomatoes I've grown, have gone to making salsas. These are some sad examples, but we've had some really good tomatoes. But making salsa, making spaghetti sauce, and then the wife, she enjoys eating them. And she's had plenty of the little cherry tomatoes, the pears, as well as the super sweets. And we've been buried in these. I mean, hundreds and hundreds, maybe even thousands, who knows. But I've really worked hard canning stuff, whether it be stuff that I've bought or stuff that I've grown. These beautiful little jalapenos, I've let these go red. I'll probably end up putting those in salsas. Some of the green ones I've canned, or pickled, I guess is the best way to say it, but several cans of, or jars of pickled jalapenos. Look at these carrots. This is awesome. I've canned a lot of carrots, but and then a lot of times you just get to enjoy eating them just the way they are. These are sad examples here. It always happens that way when I want to show somebody how well my carrots are doing. I pick these little bitty short ones. Whenever I'm home alone and I just want to pick one to eat, it'll be a big, beautiful, straight, perfect carrot. But these are little short, stubby ones. But still, nonetheless, they're just as good. But you don't have to can just the stuff you grow just the way it is. I've canned some beef stew here, and these are potatoes that I grew. These were actually carrots that I bought because these hadn't started coming in yet. But and then some beef that some stew beef that I bought. It's the onions that I grew and some garlic that I grew, and then stew beef that I bought. But you know, it doesn't have to be everything or just by itself what you can. And anybody that's watched any of my videos, I was apprehensive about. Sorry, I'm sweating. I've worked my tail off today. I was apprehensive about growing corn. I've never had luck with it, but I went and picked the first 3 ears today, and a little small, but turned out perfect. We had a little bit of worm damage on one, but other than that, you can see no damage on the other 2. Perfect ears. Just about every kernel developed, and this is going to be dinner tonight. And then as stuff grows, I'll put up a little bit of it. And with that, you know, it's not just canning. There'll be some freezing. I froze some of the onions that I've grown, some of the sweet peppers I've grown, some of the onion greens as chives I've frozen. So it's not just, and then dry. Let me show you this. Right now, as we speak, I'm drying some oregano. Sorry about the camera up here. Some basil. Bear with me here. And some cayenne. And I've already eaten a lot of this cayenne. I've put it in some jambalaya. giving a lot away. There's some time in there as well. It's hard to see. But that's the other thing. What you don't can, what you don't freeze, and what you don't dry, there's a lot you can give away. And people really enjoy getting fresh vegetables. If they haven't grown it themselves, it's still wonderful. And then as far as canning goes, once you start canning and putting stuff up, you start venturing out and saying, well, there's foods that I'd like to have this winter that I'm not growing, or I've not grown enough of. That's why I went and bought these tomatoes. I went all the way to Georgia to get these tomatoes. But it's great. I mean, I've really enjoyed this year growing stuff, canning stuff, putting stuff up. It's been an awesome experience. I've gotten a lot of help from folks off of YouTube, and to those folks I'm grateful. I don't want to mention any because otherwise I'll forget somebody. But I suggest everyone tries growing their own food. It's fun. And it's humbling. So give it a try. And anybody that has any questions, I'm by no means an expert, but I'll be glad to help you in any way. As you know, I'm paying it forward because so many people have helped me, and I'm very appreciative of them. So anyways, get out there and get to work. Thanks.